What's up, guys? It's me, Pez Flips, and today we're outside, and that's because I'm at my parents' house, and they actually have a backyard that I can be at. So today I was going to do kind of more of a little just funny thing that happens in really anywhere, but just an experience of mine that I thought was kind of entertaining that I wanted to share. But basically, it started with me buying the Armshark CR SR clone or whatever, and I posted a clip on it or something, and then I posted a sound test on Reddit. And dude, I had this knife for maybe 3 hours, and as soon as that happened, I had somebody DM me on Instagram, and they asked me if they could buy it for $100. Now keep in mind, I spent like $130 something on this thing, and I had been waiting for like a month to get from like China to the United States, and instantly this guy just comes in swinging with just a lowball. You know, economically speaking, lowballing someone is basically like giving them the middle finger, like economically speaking. It's just like, screw you, I'm gonna give you an offer that is just so laughably bad. And yeah, sure, like you could barter, but this guy didn't even want to barter. And the thing is, I wasn't even planning on selling it. Like, he's the one who initiated trying to buy the thing, and yet he was the one who was like giving me like this crappy offer of all things. I think that it was fine like that, right? I said, no biggie. I was just not really that interested, but I appreciate your offer nonetheless. I'm trying to let this guy go easy, have a friendly little interaction. And he says no. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And he's like, no. What if I put in my my knife, and it was like a fixed blade or something? I don't need a fixed blade knife. That means absolutely nothing to me. He's like, okay, well, what if I give you my Benchmade 52 clone, and then I give you $70? So a knife that I don't want and less money. And I said, no. And he kept going. He kept asking to try to like get the deal with me. And I was like, brother, you got to take no for an answer. Like, I respect like the perseverance, but you already kind of gave me that economic middle finger. And I'm not going to be like, oh, well, you make a good point now. I could really use the Benchmade clone. I don't know. I think that there is a certain level of like haggling that you have to do in this world. I just absolutely hate it. I hate the culture of trying to argue your way into a better price. It's so awkward. I don't know if you guys have a dad who does this, but my dad does this bit where we'll be in a store, and like a grocery store, somewhere where haggling is not really going to be a realistic thing. And, the cashier will come up and ring our items out, and then they'll be like, okay, well, your total is like $54.23. And he's like, I'll do it for $50. And you're like, haha, like, that's funny. I used to work at a Fred Meyer's, and, I was a cashier at some point. And the amount of times that people give you just like poopy jokes and you just have to go with it is crazy. And like, that is just one of those things where it's just like, oh, come on. Like, I had a barter for when I was buying one of my old cars, and we were like family friends with the guy, so it's like there wasn't really a purpose to it. It was like a learning opportunity, but it just felt so awkward because to an extent I had to be like pointing out the things I didn't like about his car as justification for why I could have it for cheaper, which in some sense kind of felt like I was like dissing him, because I was like, oh, well, the car's dirty, he owned cats, so it had like fur in it and stuff. I would have to get it detailed, which is, again, reasonable things to bring up, but under the context of being like a family friend, that just feels like, I don't know, wrong to do. But yeah, in this hobby, I feel like a lot of people just they just have no decorum. They just go for it, and I can respect that level of boldness. But at the end of the day, right? If somebody's gonna lowball, you have to be ready for a simple no. Like, if you keep pushing, man, you're just gonna get blocked. I'm not the blocking type, really. So, they took advantage of, just how wholesome I am as a human being. Hashtag, I'm an angel. But yeah, it's I just thought that was an interesting experience that I did have. that I wanted to share. I'm sure that you guys, if you've been on like the Balisong sale Reddit or on IG to try to sell stuff, the haggling is kind of annoying. Not everyone does it, but it's a very frequent occurrence. Not against haggling as a premise, but I think it's just especially funny when somebody gives you a laughably bad offer. I don't know if you guys have any interesting stories about someone trying to lowball you or give you like a really bad value proposition, then please feel free to leave it in the comments. Just a short little video for today. Flipping outside, touching grass, so yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one after I hit this double scissor. You can just pretend that was hit. Okay, bye bye.